Good morning, my garden friends. I'm here in my backyard and I wanted to show you something that this was gifted to me. I normally don't do product reviews because I so seldom buy anything. And I'm not a big, go out and buy everything new. If somebody gives me something and I use it, great. And if I don't use it, then I try to find somebody who might need this. So I think as you get older, you kind of start to reuse things just as a general rule. But that's what keeps the world going, and we want to keep our economy going. So let me just real quick do this for you. A friend of mine brought this to me, and he said, my wife had this brilliant idea that she was going to start composting. And he said, and I said, well, how did that turn out? And he said, well, now she thinks it's just a piece of junk in the backyard and it's making it messy. So if you don't want it, I'm taking it to the dump site. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is probably over $100 for this. And I said, I bring it over. If I don't use it, I will find someone who does. So to show you this, it's a compost tumbler, and it doesn't have a handle. That's not what it's meant to do. I do have it. Pulled out a couple bricks. I wanted to show you that I have it up on just a couple bricks, so that it isn't. If I put it up on more than a couple bricks, it's wobbly, and so here goes. Let me just show you this. First of all, let me try to sit down so I can show you up close and personal. Here's the catch. It's a simple design here. And here's the catch, and I just did it a couple days ago. Okay, so the little catch, it's plastic, comes up and it flips open. And all I've added to it is some grass clippings and some shredded paper, and I think there's some coffee filters in there. I believe I added just a little bit of coffee to it, and do we see anything else in there? No, I think that was maybe some broccoli stems that I chopped really fine. When I use the broccoli stems in my worm bin in the kitchen, then I get that very sulfurous, it smells a little gassy, and so I don't like that, so I usually put that out somewhere else. So let me just show you that the lid comes down. You have to kind of push it in a little bit to get that. There we go, that catches. Now this whole bottom part is hollow, and this screws off. So if you have too much liquid in here, let me see if I can turn it for you and show you. Turning it backwards here. You can see there are holes in the bottom of it, and so that's, you kind of let it sit on this little cradle. That's the word I want to use. Here we're turning it. It's called a Evercycle, evercycle.com. I looked it up. I could not find this particular model. I found ones that were like $400. Well, I don't think that's what this is, but I would guess it was probably around $100. But there's no wheel on the side. This is an advanced model. If you can see that, there's an air vent on the side that gives it a little bit more airflow so that you don't get any nasty smells to it. But you can see that this turns. You could do it one-handed if you were somebody who didn't have an extra hand free, or didn't have an extra hand, or just wanted to do that. I just did this a few days ago, so nothing's broken down yet. But I wanted to show you this. This cradle I think is really kind of interesting. This is a series of wheels. Can you see that? And the wheels just turn it really easy. Oh, I see. There's also an air vent on this side. I thought there was only on one side, but it's on both sides. And so, gee, I don't know. I would guess the size capacity on this is probably about a cubic foot. Um, you know, I don't think it's anything more than that. Just open this again and show you. Like I said, it's only been a couple few days. So, you know, whatever is in there is not really going to break down. It doesn't feel really too wet. I probably should add a little bit more to it, because whatever you're adding, if it's too much, it's going to drain out. But every couple days, if I'm out here every day, I'll go by and turn it. If it's every couple days, I think you'd want to at least do it every couple days. And then you can see that if you had to take this off, this little pin comes out, and could you know, you could clean it easier. I don't know if that's the intent, is that you take this pin off and lift this up, and when the whole thing comes over, you could the reason I put it up here is not only so that it would not be sitting on the ground, but also so whenever I do want to harvest it, I can get a bucket or something in here and then turn it and let it just fall out. So, but anyway, if water drains in here, or drains out of here, excuse me, I showed you these holes. In the bottom of here, I can't lift it, but I can tell you that in the very bottom here, there are holes in here, so that when this does drain, or if it drains, it will go into this cradle, which is hollow, and then you can just take this off and kind of lean the whole thing forward, and it will drain out. They're calling it tea that you could water your plants with, but I certainly wouldn't, because unless this was totally mature, you know, it had completely broken down, then you're feeding your plants something that's just really rainwater that's been going through compost that isn't quite ready yet. So let me get myself back up here and show you it from the side. You see that? I think it's an interesting, very interesting concept, with the fact that it just sits on these wheels. There's 4 sets of wheels in there, and then this metal thing here keeps it, and you can just roll it. So anyway, if anybody's interested and they wanted to look it up, again, the name of it is Environ cycle.com. So that was it. Garden what you've got. Obviously, I didn't have to buy this, so to me it's free, another spot that I can make free compost, that I don't have to take the pitchfork and you know, hurt my back doing it. I don't think that I would be getting worms in here, but who knows? Worms crawl into so many things, I just don't know where they are sometimes. But anyway, garden what you've got. I hope you guys will watch this. I hope you'll watch it from the beginning to the end. I'd really appreciate if you would. I think YouTube would probably appreciate me more if I could get people to watch my entire video. So if you'd like my substance, my content, I hope you'll subscribe and ring the bell and come back and see me again soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.